Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Capricorn November 16, 2024. The moon heads into your solar house, and you're forward-looking and a little more outgoing or adventurous. Still, focusing on family or a practical project can relieve stress, particularly if you cut out distractions and concentrate on one thing at a time, one step at a time. Consider, however, that if you take this too far, tension is possible early today. Try your best to avoid negative lines of communicating and thinking, which can quickly spiral downward with your ruler, Mercury, in a minor tense aspect with intense Pluto. You don't like falseness or superficiality, and you're a little less willing to overlook these things right now. As the day advances, it's a strong time for personal magnetism and harmony with others. Studying, learning, connecting, and creating are in favor. An intense full moon will arrive in the coming days, and its thunder will resonate prominently. It will fall in a fellow sign and ignite your solar house of expansion. Suddenly, you may feel encouraged to pursue long-distance travel with your one and only and venture into new horizons. If you plan a trip now or for the year to come, it could end up being one of the most essential experiences in your lifetime. If single, consider traveling as well. You may cross paths with a soulmate who changes your perspective on what life and love can offer. How do you feel about your professional journey? The universe might send you some signs and signals when the moon enters Taurus, its exaltation. You could receive confirmation that you are on the right path. This validation could come from a professional mentor or an institution. You may notice that more omens are cautioning you to go down a particular pathway. Listen to your intuition. Late today, you might reconsider which commitments you want to pursue for the long haul because the moon will sextile Saturn retrograde in Pisces. There is more to staying fit than eating right and exercising. You can benefit from paying closer attention to everything in your life. How clean is your car? Do you make your bed every morning? How long do you go without doing the laundry? These things affect how you perceive life, whether it is easy or hard, even going as far as whether you are optimistic or pessimistic. Today's positioning of the planet supports the general inquiry into these parts of life. Use the force. Welcome to a day. You can expect more emphasis on social interaction and light-hearted fun today. If you can, stick to no-brainer tasks such as housework or filing, because concentration for any length of time won't come easily. Ideally, you would be able to spend the day hanging out with friends and family. But if this isn't possible, see about making some plans for this kind of thing for after work. Some laughter and sharing will do you a world of good. While the moon is just 2 days away from its monthly visit to your career sector and a chance to check in and prepare for Pluto's return to your work sector next week, even the professional forces are suggesting a wait-and-see approach. Creating the right distraction at the right time is not only the moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart to begin the lead-up to a full moon, but also during Venus' early and Pluto's final days in a playful and creative part. Knowing that once he returns to your work sector next week he will be there for the next 20 years, Pluto is encouraging one last effort to find the right balance between work and play. 2 days after Venus, the planet of love return. To your romantic sector and 6 days before Pluto, the planet of change and transformation is due to leave, the moon returns to an adventurous part of your chart. Over the next few days, the moon will form a friendly aspect to both as it moves through and in the build-up to a full moon. This is going to give the spirit of romance and adventure a serious boost. Our eyes in the sky. Hey, cosmic travelers! Today's astrological energy is a fascinating dance between motivation and resistance, as the moon in steady Taurus squares off with energetic Mars in bold Leo. It's a tug-of-war many of us can relate to. One part of you feels the drive to conquer tasks, check off that to-do list, or dive into personal goals. Meanwhile, the other part is tempted to indulge in comfort, lingering in bed, scrolling through your phone, or just savoring the simple joys of doing nothing. If this sounds familiar, take a deep breath and know you're not alone. We've all had days where our ambition feels muted by a cozy kind of inertia. But here's the good news: the hardest step is often the first one. Whether it's rolling out of bed, writing the first sentence of that daunting email, or even just making a mental plan for the day, once you begin, momentum builds naturally. Start small, shine bright. Think of today as an opportunity to prove to yourself how powerful small steps can be. Maybe it's making your bed, brewing your favorite coffee, or setting a timer for a quick 10-minute task. These little actions can work like magic, transforming sluggish energy into a arc of accomplishment. And once that spark catches, who knows? You might find yourself tackling your day like the unstoppable force Mars inspires you to be. A day for reflection and focus. Beyond productivity, today is also an ideal time to refocus on what truly matters. What goals light you up? Which tasks will move the needle in meaningful ways? This is your chance to reset mentally and prioritize with intention. Write down your top 3 priorities for the day, and let those guide your actions. Think of this as building a roadmap not just for today but for the days ahead. And while you're at it, practice patience with yourself and others. Mars' fiery influence can sometimes lead to impatience or tension, especially if things don't go as planned. If a conversation starts to feel heated or you're tempted to vent frustration, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath, choose your words with care, and approach the situation with calm curiosity. By doing so, you can turn potential conflicts into opportunities for understanding and growth. Move your body, clear your mind. Feeling restless? Channel that energy into movement. Whether it's a brisk walk, a yoga flow, or a quick dance break. Physical activity can work wonders for clearing mental cobwebs and restoring balance. Bonus points for getting outside. A breath of fresh air can do wonders for your mood. Don't forget to hydrate and nourish your body, too. Taking care of your physical needs is a simple but powerful way to ground yourself amidst the day's shifting energies. Self-care is non-negotiable. While it's tempting to focus solely on productivity, remember that self-care is an essential part of the equation. Take a moment to ask yourself, what do I need today? Maybe it's an extra long shower, a nourishing meal, or a few quiet minutes to simply breathe. Whatever it is, give yourself permission to enjoy it fully. When we prioritize our own well-being, we're better equipped to show up for others and handle life's challenges. Practice listening and connection. Another theme of the day is balancing enthusiasm with openness. With Mars energizing your ideas, you might feel particularly passionate about your goals or perspectives. That's amazing. But don't forget the power of listening. Have you ever caught yourself so excited to share your thoughts that you missed out on someone else's? Today, practice the art of listening. Pause, ask questions, and truly tune into what others are saying. You might be surprised by the insights you gain.